pace, man. Cut it. Okay, ain't nobody's talking about this series, which is blowing my mind. I don't see that much on Undisputed. Don't see that much on First Take. I don't see it that much anywhere, to be honest. This has been the best series this year, hands down. Hands down. It reminds me of Vince Carter versus Al Iverson when them boys were just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then AI ultimately end up winning the series and going to the NBA Finals and losing in 5. But, man, this is what this series reminds me of. Vince Carter and AI just going at it, bucket for bucket, shot for shot. And that's what I'm seeing with Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray. I know we talking about Luka, we talking about Tatum, we talking about LeBron, Kawhi, PG hitting its slump, and so many different stories. But this series right here hasn't been getting that much headlines, in my opinion. I need to see more people talk about this series. It's crazy. For me, my personal opinion, I thought the Utah Jazz were going to win this series first off. Even though I feel like Denver has a better team, but they run their offense through the Joker so much, and I didn't like it. Like I don't really like when they run the offense through the Joker. It slows the team down. They're not moving at a fast pace. Not that many fast break points. And so you getting that type of feel, I said, I don't know if they're going to beat this Utah team, even though Utah really only have one primary scorer. They don't have really a second option who's going to get a bucket like that. Really, like they don't. But my thing is, when you switch out from Joker being a primary scorer, the go-to guy on the team, do you put Jamal Murray as the go-to guy, things change. Things change, and I'm not trying to hop on the Jamal Murray bandwagon. I've been a fan of Jamal Murray. This happened last year. Let's not forget, folks. This Denver Nuggets team was down 0-2 against the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, you see me. I got my San Antonio Spurs colors on today, repping just for them. Okay, repping just for the San Antonio Spurs, folks. That's what I'm doing today. But let's forget that. I'm talking about they were down 2-0. 2-0. They're going to game 3. Game 3 at San Antonio. Mind you now, Denver hasn't won a game in San Antonio in 10 years. 10 years. And Jamal Murray puts that team on his back and leads them, and they end up winning that series. Same thing against the Trailblazers. He was leading that team, but he couldn't pull it off. It was just too much Dame, too much CJ, too much Rodney Hood. Let's not forget. Shout out to Rodney Hood. But like I'm saying, this is a good series, man. Let's not forget about this. Let's get into these. These freaking stats are just crazy. I just mind you now, Mitchell dropped 56. Okay, the first game, 56. I'm not kidding you, 56 points. And still lost the game. Efficient. Now, both of these dudes are efficient. That mind you now, both of these dudes are shooting like 50% from the field. Like Murray tonight, after his 50-point explosion tonight in game 6, 60+% from the field, 9 of 12 from the 3-point line. And D. Mitchell was 9 of 13. This is just absurd and crazy. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. I'm literally watching Vince Carter versus AI all over again. All over again. We love to talk about rivalries. We love to talk about players going back and forth. And these players are going back and forth, bucket for bucket, and I love it. And see, Denver did a smart thing by changing Jokic, like I said, from being a primary scorer or the go-to guy, or running the offense through the Joker, have him at the free throw line, getting it to him at the free throw line, getting to him in the paint, and letting him work from the top of the key. They switching that now, okay? Murray's going to have the ball in his hand. I said that. This has to be Jamal Murray's team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because he is the go-to guy. He is the scorer. In this day and age in the NBA, a big is not going to lead the team. I'm sorry. We're seeing it from the 76ers and Embiid. The 76ers cannot get out the first round or the second round. They can't get out the second round. They had a big three last year. Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid. Granted, they lost to a great team in Toronto Raptors Game 7 because Kawhi Leonard took a shot that bounced around the rim 4 times. Okay, let's not forget that. But still, Embiid was the primary focus. And that changed when Jimmy came. Jimmy had to be the primary focus. And that kind of messed things up in the playoffs, took the ball out of Ben Simmons' hands. And so that's what I'm seeing now with the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray has to be the go-to guy. This dude is unstoppable. This dude is unbelievable right now. Just look at the type of shot this man is taking and making. It's incredible. Step backs. I mean, James Harden changed the game with all these step backs. Now everybody doing step backs. Everybody loves to stoop and pull back and knock down their tray ball. And that's what Jamal Murray is doing. And it's so beautiful. So beautiful. But I'm scared for Utah. I am really scared for the Utah Jazz. There's no way you can blow this 3-1 lead. Quinn Snyder, you have to do something. When somebody is cooking like that, I'm sorry, you have to send 2 people. Double, triple, quadruple to him. Send all 5 players at him and let somebody get a layup. You have to slow this man down. But no, steady. Then one-on-one. And that's something that the Clippers were doing to Luka. One-on-one. He's just cooking and cooking. You have to send somebody else to get the ball out of Murray's hand if the Utah Jazz want to pull this off and win this series. That's just my opinion. That's the way it's going to have to go because right now Murray is unstoppable. And Donovan Mitchell is unstoppable too, but he can only do so much. Even though, granted, Murray is putting in 50, pointing all these points, taking over fourth quarter games like he did in game 1, like he did tonight. But he still has the Joker giving him a dub. Jared Grant giving him 18. Other players giving him 16 or 15. Where is Donovan Mitchell's next scorer at Utah? I mean, please, Michael Conley, can you show up? You had one great game. I loved it. Came back 27 points. But we need you to step up big time, Mike Conley, if the Utah Jazz want to prevail and get past this first round series. Because anyway, Murray's giving all these points. But even though he's scoring 50 and 40 and 38 and 39 and scoring 20 points in the fourth quarter, he's still having help from the Joker. He's still having help from so many people. And we saw when Donovan Mitchell had that second score, when Michael Conley came back, Michael Conley dropped 27 points. It was an easy dub. Easy win. Just like that. Just win the game. You don't even have to worry about nothing. But now, Jamal Murray is having help and still dropping 50. Donovan Mitchell is having no help and just dropping 40 and 50 points. But this is one of the greatest series I've seen. Just imagine if LeBron or Kawhi was doing it. This would be all over the news. It will be everywhere. They'll stop the news stations, okay? They will stop the news stations and show this. I'm telling you, they will stop the news stations and show this. But they not doing this right now for Murray. I don't know why. And when we talk about superstars, hello, can we put Jamal Murray in that category? Can you put Donovan Mitchell in that category? I get a lot of backlash when I say Donovan Mitchell is better than Devin Booker. Donovan Mitchell is better than this person, that person. When I say Jamal Murray is one of the top point guards in the league, you get a lot of backlash. I want to see where the backlash is at now because this is the playoff and both of these guys are stepping up big time for their teams, even though Donovan Mitchell is almost on the brink of blowing a 3-1 lead, which would look horrible on his resume, but I wouldn't care because he doesn't have a second option. He doesn't have a second score. And now we see that Jamal Murray had the second score, and Jokic, he's giving you 20, 25. Gobert isn't really not a scorer. He's just there to the human pogo stick. He's not even looking like the human pogo stick no more. Where your blocks at, huh? I'm waiting. Where your blocks at, Gobert? Defensive player of the year. I need some more blocks. If you want to make this thing happen. But anyway, man, these highlights, these games have been out just crazy, man. I mean, just crazy. You have Murray and Mitchell, 57, 30, 51, 42. You have 2 players in one series that drops 50 on multiple occasions. Wow. I am lost for words. This league is in good hands. So many great players. And people want to debate talking about which one is better, the 80s or the 90s, the 2000s, 2010s, where we're playing in right now. This era is trash. It's just laughable. Okay, it's laughable. But can the Utah Jazz really prevail and do something to make something happen? Because that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on them to step up and be the players that they need to be. Gobert, step up. Michael Conley, step up. They just don't have enough in Utah. I'm still shocked that Utah was even up 3-1. They shouldn't be up 3-1 against this team in the first place. In the first place, the Denver Nuggets are supposed to beat this team at least 5 games. In at least 5 to 6 games. But Utah got that run out. Donovan Mitchell's literally unstoppable. Both of these dudes are just hitting the three at an all-time high clip. And you have people in the Denver Nuggets stepping up. Michael Porter Jr., Jeremy Grant, Monte Morris. You have all these people. Gary Harris coming back off injury, played tonight. Didn't get that many minutes, but the team is coming back into fruition and things. So I just need this Utah Jazz team to step up. I need somebody to help Donovan Mitchell out. He can only do so much. That's why the man throwing chairs when he's leaving the arena. He can only score so many buckets. Can somebody help him out? Even though Murray's getting 50 points, he's still getting great contributions from the Joker, from Grant, even Torrey Craig hitting timely threes and things like that. I need somebody from the Utah Jazz to step up. But this is a rivalry, man. This is going to be a battle. Game 7, I'm excited to see what's going to happen because this Game 6 was just amazing to watch. To watch Jamal Murray hit these type of threes, hit these type of shots. He's a flamethrower. I mean, he just throwing flame. Literally every shot this dude was taking was going in. And I'm just sitting there shocked, like, really? Like, on this, how can you literally pull up for a transition 3 on a 3-0 break? Nobody's down the court, mind you. Nobody's down the court. And Murray pulls up for a 3. This dude is unstoppable. He needs more attention. D-Mitch needs more attention. And these are 2 young superstars in our league. And I don't care if you disagree with me, go argue with somebody else. Don't argue with me because I know these 2 are superstars, man. And I'm just so excited. I'm so ready, man, to see what's going to happen, man. Let's see what's going to happen in Game 7. I can't wait. Gobert, step up. Somebody step up for the Utah Jazz, but I just hope it's going to be a great game. It will be a great game. They had this team. This is just a rivalry. These boys are duking it out, man. I love this type of basketball, and I'm just ready to see some more of it. So, hey, what more can I say? And shout out. These are 2 Adidas guys now. I'll say, okay, Adidas guys, I need my Nike guys to step up. The Nike guys step up because Adidas guys, they're putting on, we putting on. And shout out to Team Adidas, yeah. Shout out to y'all. All right. Okay, man, cut the camera. Cut it now. Cut it right now.